Hi everybody, Jacob here. In this video, I want to address recent events that happened actually today. A few of our clients called us on their way back to the United States. They were questioned by CBP at the port of entry. Iranian U.S. citizens, so they are citizens of the United States, but they also hold an Iranian nationality, or they're just coming back from visiting Iran or countries in the area, and they're being questioned by CBP at the port of entry. So one of our clients called, and he mentioned that as soon as they arrived to the port of entry, they asked them about their trip to Iran, what they think about the situation there, their opinion about the political situation, and this is something that is definitely concerning. And again, the question is, when somebody becomes a U.S. citizen, but they still have another nationality, or they were not born in the U.S., what happens when they become a U.S. citizen? What rights do they have, and what can the government do to them when things like that happen? So again, this is a situation where there are threats from the Iranian government that they are going to retaliate on the recent killing of one of their leaders, and so as a result, there's heightening security all over the world, and especially for U.S. citizens. And again, when somebody becomes a U.S. citizen, they have the right to vote, they have the right to live here. Typically, it's very difficult to get them deported, but at the same time, the officers at the Customs and Border Protection, they have the right to ask anybody any questions about anything when they come back to the United States. Now, right now, it's obviously being targeted for people that are coming back from Iran or neighboring countries. This particular client said that they questioned them. They wanted to know about the social media, and they looked at the social media. They asked them specific questions, what they think is going to happen. Do they know anybody in Iran right now that knows anything about the situation? So the questions were quite deep. And the biggest concern is that they have their kids were there, their U.S. citizen children born in the U.S., and looking at their parents being questioned like that, it creates a lot of uncertainty and things like that. So this is basically something that is really concerning, essentially. So I think, what I told them is that this is right now, been less than a week after this incident. So I think and I hope that things are going to come down at the port of entry, and things are not going to continue to escalate in that sense. But the reality is that as we are essentially almost nearing a war, things are happening on both sides. So I think that it's concerning, and it's and I understand that when somebody is a citizen, it's definitely you can feel worried when that happens. But the CBP, they do have the right to ask questions. They obviously, as a U.S. citizen, you cannot be deported just because you went to Iran. So there's a lot of protections that you have as a citizen, much more than a resident, obviously. But at the same time, my advice to clients is to be polite, to listen to the CBP officer, what they say, and of course, if at any time anybody crosses the line, if they're too rude, or if you feel like they did something that was out of line, there is a way to file a complaint against CBP. You can actually file. There's a complaint line that you can actually file a complaint, and kind of bring this to the attention of their supervisors, and they do check, and they do look into their conduct if something bad happened. But again, this has kind of created a backlash, because everybody's talking about it right now. I'm sure a lot of attorneys that have clients from Iran are dealing with this, and again, we tell people who watch this and our client to kind of monitor the situation, take notes of what happened in this incident, and if needed, we can always file a complaint. But again, I just think that it is a sign of the times, and more people are going to be questioned. And they do have the right to ask people when they come back from any country certain questions, and it seems like right now they're focusing on those countries, and it's also to show that the United States is being cautious as to what they're going to be doing. And I think that's something that is going to be something to monitor, and we'll keep you posted. So again, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, post them below. Let me know if you're concerned about the situation, and we'll keep you updated as to what we think is going to happen. But again, right now, American citizens are being questioned as they come back from visiting countries like Iran, and they do question them about their opinion about the situation, about social media, and many things like that. So stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm going to put more updates in the next couple of days. Thanks for watching.